Welcome to Kiwi Bred, an in-depth look into the New Zealand thoroughbred breeding industry. This week we bring you the show from Waikato Stud, where their success continues with the meteoric rise of sire Savabeel. It certainly looks like his progeny have inherited some of his ability on the racetrack.
He was a top-class racehorse in Australia. Obviously he's by Savabeel, so you wouldn't have expected him to run as a 2-year-old, but he did win as a 2-year-old and he was Gr.1 placed as a 2-year-old as well. So he certainly showed that he had ability early, and then to go on and win the Spring Champion Stakes and then the Cox Plate, the time-honoured Cox Plate. It showed that he was up there with the best of them. And I think at the time he was only the second 3-year-old in 30-odd years to have won the Cox Plate.
But Savabeel took the lead from Gr.1, then Fields of Omar down the centre. From Starcraft, Savabeel the leader. Fields of Omar are starting to come up from the outside. Starcraft, Savabeel the leader. Fields of Omar and Starcraft trying hard, but Savabeel 3/4 of a length. The Fields of Omar second.
By Savabeel, his pedigree is fantastic for stud value, isn't it?
Certainly was. I mean, you know, there's no secrets. When he went to stud, when we bought him, he was a $10 million New Zealand purchase. We've got a fantastic syndicate around him, which we're the major shareholders in. But you're right, he was by Savabeel. And the thing that attracted us to him is he's out of a wonderful mare in Savannah Success, dual Gr.1 winning mare herself. But the Success Express side of things sort of just puts a bit of neatness into the horse, and I think a bit of earlier speed as well. He's just an incredible horse to work with. The day that he came off the float, we had the other stallions in the boxes. We put them out and we put him out in a paddock right in front there, and he's a very good doing horse, and he just put his head down, went his head good 8 of them, and then just put his head down and started eating, and that's been him from day one. You know, there's only 2 jobs that he thinks about. That's eating in the breeding shed.
What about his offspring? What appeals about them?
He does leave a very good type. I mean, he's a very dark sort of virgin on black horse himself, and he is double brown dominant. So they're always dark coloured horses, and very attractive. Have plenty of muscle, and they're good horses to work with. The feedback that we get and consistently get is that they're very sound horses, very good doing, which doesn't surprise me at all, because I mean, even during the season he doesn't get fed a lot himself, because otherwise he just puts on too much condition. So very, very sound, very genuine, and very, very good doers, and he's getting a very high percentage of winners to runners, which means that they are getting to the track and showing ability.
300 left to go, and Sangster got to the lead. Manawanui's trying to go with him. Sangster led by 3/4 from Manawanui. 2 lengths in Duna, and then Zabillionaire. Sangster the leader. He chopped off Manawanui as he darts down to the inside. Induna running on. Sangster in front with 75 to go. Induna charging. Sangster ran a half in front. Induna diving, but missed. Sangster by a head. Induna.
Brambles in front coming to the 200. Quintessential trying to get out after it, then to Hunger. But Brambles is the leader with 100 metres left to go. Quintessential trying to bridge the gap. Brambles a length in front. Quintessential can't get there, and Brambles will lead all of the way. A great win of the Derby. Brambles from Quintessential, west-south-west into Hunger.
He had a huge year last year on the back of his success, obviously. This year we've raised his fee to 35,000. Based on results, and was about 2 or 3 weeks ago now we've closed his book, so he'll serve a nice book this year, probably a bit less than last year, and we've done that on purpose. You know, the interest coming from Australia this year has really been overwhelming. Really, new clients and people that I haven't actually known in the past, and they've just rung out of the blue and are sending mares over. So that's how he's held in throughout Australasia, and at the end of the day, on the back of 2 derbies and an Oaks winner, that's why he's closed at 35,000.
And how do you come upon that 35,000? Is it something you discuss with your father, or who decides the value of the horse?
Yeah, there's the Savabeel management team of myself and Gary, and every now and again we get a bit of advice from Graham Rogerson, as you can imagine. But no, at the end of the day, it is a bit of a juggling act. Obviously, it's a supply and demand sort of situation, and results based. and we do want to look after breeders, but we do also want a full book, you know. So yeah, it's a juggling act, and there's nothing worse than overcooking it and not being able to go on with it in the future. But I think where we've set him this year, obviously he's been popular, and if he carries on the success that he's at this rate, which he will do, because once they're good horses, they're always good horses. They'll go through highs and lows, but they're always good horses. And I think even under the economic situation that we all face with at the moment throughout the world, you could see his fee climbing in the future.